Hello, I'm Stella English and welcome to another exciting episode of CrowdBox TV. Stay with us for the next half an hour to see some of the hottest crowdfunding projects from around the globe. This week we're on location at Nesta. Nesta is an innovation charity with a mission to help people and organisations bring great ideas to life. Nesta dedicates its time to supporting ideas that can help with activities ranging from early stage investment to in-depth research and practical programmes. Without further delay, let's have a look at our first campaign. First up is Tracker Bravo, the thinnest GPS tracking device ever. It's a pain when you lose your keys, wallet, phone, or maybe even your pet. Tracker Bravo is the slimmest and most elegant item tracking device ever created, backed by the world's largest crowd GPS network. Let's get a glimpse from what the developers say.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Christian.
5 years ago, we ventured out to create a small wireless device to help you keep track of your items using a smartphone.
Since that time, we've worked tirelessly to perfect the technology. Today, we're proud to announce Tracker Bravo, the simplest way to track all your items.
Tracker Bravo is a coin-sized device that easily attaches to a purse, slips inside a wallet, sticks to a bike, or attaches to anything you would like to track. Using the Tracker app, you can see how far away you are from your items. And with the tap of your finger, you can ring the device and find the lost item in seconds. And it works both ways. If you can't find your phone, press the button on the device and cause your phone to ring, even on silent mode. In case something goes missing, the app notifies our Crowd GPS network to search for your lost item. If your item comes within 100 feet of one of our tens of thousands of other Tracker users' phones, you will receive a GPS update of where your item was last seen. Tracker Bravo, your search is over.
Apple revolutionized the world in 2001 when they introduced the iPod. It wasn't the first portable music player on the market, but it was different because it was easy to use and it made it so you could put your entire music library in your pocket.
Despite of its revolutionary design, iPod still has an issue. For the people like me that we really don't like, sound quality is a second thought. And I'm sorry to say that, it still is.
There are plenty of portable music players out there, none of which have been able to combine iPod's ease of use with the high-end audio performance that we're best known for. So we're making a no-compromise, high-performance portable music player, and we call it Geek Wave. We asked some people to listen to our prototype, and here's what they had to say.
I'm hearing like instruments I didn't even hear before.
You could totally hear like all the beats and instruments. It's insane.
It's louder, but it's not like blasting my ears. It's just more full.
I felt like I was there. It was like he was singing to me, and it was awesome.
It sounds like we're at a concert.
Definitely sounds better, man. Yeah.
Geek Wave is small, lightweight, and portable. It has plenty of internal storage, but if you need a little bit more, it's expandable up to 2 terabytes. That's about 420,000 MP3s or about 6,000 ultra-high resolution tracks. The best thing about Geek Wave is that it sounds great. And it can play any music file from MP3s all the way up to DSD 128. You're really going to like the way it sounds.
We are really passionate about building the product with no compromise. When I see people using our product, the smiling face, the satisfaction, the happiness really makes me happy.
Our next project for the show takes us a step closer to virtual reality gaming. Something that seemed like science fiction in the 80s is getting closer and closer to reality. Control VR is a next-generation wearable technology that turns your hands into the ultimate intuitive controller for PCs, VR and beyond. Some of the team behind this cool project have been working on this for 20 years, collaborating with some of the biggest names in the gaming industry. Check it out.
Since 1985, we've been promised the ability to step into a digital world and escape into a realm of fantasy and alternate reality. Unfortunately, decade after decade, we have been repeatedly disappointed. It wasn't until last year that we saw the first true VR head-mounted display that lived up to our expectations at a consumer level. It's been said that the first pillar of VR is the head-mounted display, and today we'd like to share with you the second pillar, a fully immersive control input, taking your hands, fingers, and body and bringing them into a virtual world, creating true presence. My name is Brandon Lodge, and I'm a video game fanatic. Ever since I first tried virtual reality, it was obvious that you wouldn't be able to feel presence in a virtual world until you could see your hands and body naturally. When you try VR for the first time, everyone does the exact same thing.
Where are my hands? I want to reach and touch the fishing. I can't touch the fishing.
They put their hands up in front of their face and look for the rest of their body. Control VR is the world's first full upper body motion tracking solution that gives you actual presence. Outside of VR, you can use our system for a wide range of motion capture applications. For the first time, professional mocap is available for students, small VFX houses, indie game developers, and freelance animators. Control VR levels the playing field by giving you the same technology that the big companies have been using to create Oscar-winning animations for years. The secret to Control VR's accurate motion tracking are the military-grade inertial sensors that can read rotational values to the 10th of a degree from your chest, arms, hands, and fingers. At this level of accuracy, you can't physically move a finger without Control VR registering that movement. This patented technology was created by our partner, Ollicord.
Over the last 20 years, I've built motion capture systems for game companies, Rockstar, EA, Ubisoft, companies like Toyota, Ford, NASA. I've always dreamt of the day that this technology could be taken from the elitist world of multi-million-dollar businesses who can afford the $20, $50K starting price. Bring it to everyday people who can use it in their homes to augment their everyday life.
You initialize Control VR by starting with your hands at your sides. Control VR maps the avatar to this default position, then whenever you move, your avatar will move with you. At this point, the motion's fidelity is 100%, and inaccurate movement detection is only possible if the initialization position is off. To solve this, we have created a shortcut to getting a perfectly positioned track and skeletal scale. Optionally, developers can use a secondary optical system to zero the inertial skeleton to your real-world position and scale. After initialization, simply hold your hands in range of the optical sensor and Control VR will tweak your initialization to match 100%, and it will scale your skeleton to your personal arm length. Your hands are yours to control, completely. You can fully interact with the virtual world, picking up objects and throwing them around as easy as throwing a ball in real life. Or you can give silent hand signals to other players within a game, or even sit at work using your own real desktop at a virtual desk in any location in the world or out of it. Inertial technology is essential because it isn't limited by visual range like a purely optical system, meaning that your hands are still being tracked when they aren't in front of your face. By hybridizing the system with optical, you will get all the strengths of both technologies and eliminate the weaknesses. We must insist on an input solution that doesn't cut any corners as we prepare VR for the masses. Plus, if you ever want haptic feedback, then you're gonna have to wear something anyways. More on that in a year.
We've been developing and furthering motion capture for 20 years, waiting for the day that we could bring this technology to you. We have fully functioning systems, and now after 4 years of development, to scale the sensors to the size of a fingertip, we're able to dramatically decrease the cost of production.
CoreFX is the immersive gaming vest. What our technology does is what everybody else is trying to do in the visual field, but we do it in the haptic or tactile field. they allow you to feel everything that happens.
The CoreFX Gaming Vest uses award-winning 4DFX technology that takes the acousto-haptic signals, or the audio, coming from your game and turns them into incredibly precise environmental and situational feedback that's synced to what's happening on screen.
I used to code, I used to write programs, my own games, and having the background in neuroscience, I started thinking about, well, there are things that are being ignored in the existing gaming community, and that's the amazing power of the brain to project reality.
It's like right into your heart. It's like boom, 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 right here. Every time you shoot, you just feel the shot. It's crazy.
It's like being shot in the game and being shot in real life.
So, what you have for the first time is a device that allows you to completely immerse yourself in your media and really feel the action and environment. The vest itself is wireless and lightweight and is completely customizable in terms of depth of field and the intensity of the environmental feedback. So you can fine-tune your experience. It's incredibly tweakable, with an assortment of variable controls. If you're playing an FPS, you can set it so that you can feel everything from the explosions in the distance to the recoil of your weapon.
You can feel every step, you can feel every shot, you can even feel when you're shooting. It's pretty good. I love it.
Even like hearing other people's bullets, you can tell they're coming from their left side because you can feel it. It's definitely really cool.
We are a multi-platform technology. We actually complement all of the existing technologies, and including the new virtual reality technologies.
Virtual reality is the next evolution of gaming, with successful devices like the Oculus Rift and the Omni that are changing the industry. The CoreFX Vest is amazing on its own, but when used in conjunction with these other products, you can see how they all work together to achieve complete immersion.
You can feel like the direction, kind of where it's coming from, and it's a really different experience.
You can just feel the kickback. That was actually pretty neat. You feel not only when you're shooting or when you get shot, but also kind of when you walk and stuff. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty immersive.
In the future, we'll have an SDK coming out soon for developers.
Obviously, there are very, very interesting effects that if we have the support of the developers and the community, we can incorporate into the games that would improve the experience even that much more. We can produce sensations of G-force, motion within the games, but those are things that you need the support of the community with.
The CoreFX Vest is fully compatible with PCs, Macs, phones, game consoles, anything that produces sound and has an audio output.
We love Kickstarter and Kickstarter community because they are very much like us. They are inventors and tinkerers and thinkers and original, out-of-the-box types of visionaries.
Hi, I'm Sarah with the news, and here are today's top stories in the world of CrowdBox. First up, Kickstarter, one of the preeminent crowdfunding platforms around, announced yesterday that it has added 2 new categories, journalism and crafts. The company has also announced that it has partnered up with The Guardian to launch a curated page that highlights some of the publication's favourite campaigns on the site. It'd be a vast understatement to say the world of journalism is currently experiencing a lot of change, wrote a Kickstarter team member in a blog post announcing the news. He went on to say, "To us that means it's more important than ever to make sure journalists have the tools and resources to try new things. Whether they're professionals looking for innovative ways of funding and sharing their work, or ordinary folk with a hunger to tell their stories around them." Next up, can't afford a holiday? A new crowdfunding website promises to raise the cash. A South African company has started a global crowdfunding travel website, aiming to raise the cash for those who can't afford to go on holiday of a lifetime. Mark Karimov, the CEO of Travolta, said he wants to make travel more accessible and use crowdfunding as the means to make dreams come true. And finally, Xbox One owners are complaining about the new TV advert, that it's switching their consoles on without their permission. The ad, featuring Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul, has the actor say Xbox On near its start. The introduction appears to trigger the machine's kinetic voice motion sensor, activating the console. A spokesman for the firm said it has no comment at this time, but did note that previous ads had also featured voice commands. Many people have posted comments about the problem on social media, such as this one. Aaron Paul just turned my Xbox One on via the Xbox advert, which triggered the infrared blaster to switch my TV off. That was from Quasine Farid, a UK-based tech blogger. We've also got one here from Chesterfield-based Tom Neal, who wrote, "At Xbox, your new TV advert is annoying the hell out of me. Aaron Paul keeps turning my console on. #stop." We want to know all your thoughts about crowdfunding, and you can hashtag us in at CrowdBox TV. And for all of these stories and more, don't forget to check out our website at crowdbox.tv. Thanks, we'll see you soon.
Some very cool projects so far. Next up is another 3D printer that continues to push the benchmark in quality whilst driving down costs. Owning a 3D printer at home is becoming more feasible with the new Matter Mod T coming in at well under £1,000. In fact, you can grab one for as little as a few £100s. It makes 3D printing way easier, bundled with a low price, wireless connectivity and an online store full of cool designs that you can buy, customise, print and share.
We all like to express ourselves by customizing the world around us. A 3D printer allows you to do that. I'm an engineer. I've been involved in 3D printing for over a decade. I've seen firsthand the amazing things that people can do with this technology, and I'm excited about bringing it to everybody. We developed this great low-cost printer, but what still doesn't exist in the marketplace is a fantastic end-to-end user experience. Recognizing this is why we partnered with Frog, one of the world's leading design firms, to help us create a suite of tools to make the whole process simple.
When we started working on this project, we gave ourselves this provocation. What if you could send a 3D print to someone like you send them a text message?
We want to make this as easy as downloading an app for your phone, and this is a game changer. Having a curated library is important because we know everything on there is going to be good. It's going to be from designers who know how to design for a 3D printer.
You'll be able to read about the artists, and so you can learn more about them. You can see the objects themselves in the context of homes and really get inspired by what other people have done with their objects.
Once you've selected your objects, you can modify it. And we wanted to make this process as simple as modifying a photo on your phone.
You can add shapes to it, you can adorn it with your initials, you can preview different colored filaments. You get to experiment and tinker with this thing, move it around in space, and really see what it will look like before you make it real.
This technology we've developed not only brings the cost of the hardware down, but it also makes it work better. The parts just turn out great.
All of the little fiddling and adjustments that have been to date required to get good results have been done for you. So it's one-click printing and you've got a great object.
One of the really exciting things about having such an affordable 3D printer is that more of your friends and family can have one. So suddenly you can create and modify these objects, and then you can share them with your friends and family, and they can render it off on their printer. And then they can upload photos back onto the library.
At the end of the day, we wanted to create a 3D printing experience that is meaningful to the way that you currently approach communicating with the people in your lives. So create relationships, not just objects.
We're going to improve the product over time. We're going to add designs to the library, and your help is going to ensure that that's a success.
Hello Kickstarter, my name is Xavier Delorue. I'm a big mountain snowboarder and action sports movie maker. And I'm really happy to kickstart today ExoPlus, the world's first autonomous drone system that will follow you and film you so that you can get the most amazing aerial footage anytime, anywhere. In my eyes, aerial footage is really the key to give all the perspective to action sports. And in the last few years, I've really been spending so much energy in trying all these kind of different tools, from paramotors to helicopters to drone. We thought we could conquer the world with them, but it was a lot more complicated. You know, we really needed something light, packable, that was working everywhere all the time. Spoke a lot to other athletes and other filmmakers, and we quickly realized that such system didn't exist. And basically the only solution was to innovate.
Today we're pretty excited to launch our new drone technology that enables you, me and also our friends to capture our best rides in a really easy way.
Get ready, with Exo Plus you're going to be able to get the most amazing aerial footage anytime, anywhere.
Hey, what's up? It's Matt Robo. Just tried today's Exo Plus. Super easy to use. Awesome project. That's the future.
Exo Plus. No pilot, no cameraman, and no headache. To get to this point, we have been working very hard over the past months with great and various people, engineers, designers, and pro riders, to create a product which is fast enough and adapted for action sports. We are transforming how people use drones in a safe and autonomous way. So you don't have to think on how the shot is being captured or how to pilot the drone, just focus on your moves.
Today our multi-rotor will fly around 70 kilometers per hour, and it will also have an endurance of about 15 minutes. And forward flight is what we're looking for in the application of the Exo Plus. We're not so much concerned about simple hovering, because hovering is boring. We want action sports.
I'm really excited for these guys to pull this off because it's going to allow us to do more with less and get next level aerial shots on some of the most remote adventures where we can't take a full RC heli crew into these spots and bring back more of a story to share.
Because it follows you and you don't have to press any buttons and it gets 6 shots. Nice.
Always got my back. Aerial filming, it's going to be a game changer.
Have to check it out.
Super excited to see what these guys do. New squadron's gonna be insane!
Now don't waste time, get yours now and help us to revolutionize movie making as we know it.
Up next for the show is Climate, a Bluetooth tracker that syncs your environment's real humidity, temperature and UVI to your smartphone. Although weather stations do a good job in alerting us to the real-time conditions, they're up in the air and you're down on the ground and cover large swaths of land, unable to see into your world directly. It can also be used to help preserve important items that need certain conditions or even for growing plants. Let's see more of this clever invention. Losing a phone or tablet is pretty unlucky, but also losing countless irreplaceable photos is a nightmare. Thankfully, a clever team from Hong Kong have developed a media hub that wirelessly syncs photos from your iOS or Android device, automatically organises and keeps them safe from being lost. It's an open source piece of hardware that stores up to 1 terabyte of data at home, rather than a cloud server owned by a corporation many miles away.
EasyCube is a powerful mini-computer built from the ground up. It wirelessly backs up all the photos from your smart device, automatically removes similar or duplicate photos, and organizes them too. It has inbuilt memory to store up to 500,000 photos, and our patent-pending technology allows you to expand this capacity without any wires or setup. Just stack EasyDrive on top and you are ready to save another 1,000,000 photos. It creates your own personal cloud that keeps your content safe at home while making it available on any device, even your TV. Setting up EasyCube is very simple and requires no configuration. Just turn it on, launch the EasySync app from your smart device, and let all your photos automatically get saved and organized into places, albums, dates, faces, and events. EasyCube can also save music, movies, and photos from DVDs. Simply stack EasyPlay, insert the DVDs, and they will automatically be organized into a sleek and intuitive digital library. Now you will never have to worry about running out of memory on your phone or losing your photo.
We've been working very hard for the last 1.5 years. We tried many different hardware configurations, many different case designs, the user interface for mobile and TV, before we finally came up with this. We already have this working prototype, have the app for the iOS and Android ready, TV user interface is ready as well.
Well, that's all we've got time for, wrapping up another exciting episode of CrowdBox TV. If you have a project you would like to have featured on our show, please visit crowdbox.tv, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Stella English, and this was CrowdBox TV. See you next time.